Almost there, guys. Okay, all right. We are live on YouTube. So, hello, YouTube. Today I'm here with Eduino, Fernando, Edilton, and Alexandre. Today we're gonna talk about mindfulness and mental health. Um, just to be clear, I'm not a teacher. I'm a student as well. I'm here to improve my English. Here is a safe place to make mistakes, so I'm not here, and we are not here to correct anyone. So I hope that you enjoy the immersion, guys. Um, okay, you can start with the first one. Let me start with you, Eduino. Um, I'd like to know from you, how would you define mindfulness in your own words? Do you practice it in your daily life, or is it something new for you?
Yeah, in my case, I think that mindfulness is being fully present, not seeing what's happening inside you, like your thoughts, your feeling, your desires, and also with around you, not only inside you, but around you, and without judgments. It's about slow down during the day and observing rather than reacting. Only relax and pay attention and your feelings, your thoughts. And yeah, I try to practice through small moments, especially in the lunchtime and in the midday, for example. I pay attention my breathing. I focus completely on what I'm doing when I am sitting in front of my desk. I try to not make noise, but pay attention on my task, only listen my thoughts myself. Yeah, it's helped me to pay attention on me. Yeah, it's not always easy because there are many noise in our head, in our mind, different voices, but I try to practice mindfulness.
Nice, nice. And when you have this kind of ability, I believe that you change your perception about the words, you know. You pay more attention about the details. You can be more grateful, you know, for the life, for the small details. That's nice. Thank you, Duina. And Alexandre, what is your opinion?
Introduce yourself and answer question number one.
Oh my gosh, I forgot. Sorry, guys. Eduino,
Yeah,
please
yeah.
introduce yourself first of all.
Good, good.
Thank you, Alexandre.
Yeah, I'm Duino. I'm 3 years old. I'm talking from Rio Grande do Sul. My city is 30 minutes away to Porto Alegre capital. Actually, I'm working as a software engineer remotely to a company in São Paulo. I'm here talk since July last year. And yeah, I'm here to get more confidence in speaking English. Yeah, I think that's it. Nice to meet you all.
Nice, thank you, Duina. So go ahead, Alexandre, introduce yourself and answer the question, please.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Alexandre. I'm 40 years old. I live in Florianópolis, Santa Catarina, Brazil. My professional logistics coordinator. I'm starting Talk and Talk in July, and I start my study in English in July too. My objective in learning English is to evolve my professionally. My hobby is jiu-jitsu. I'm a black belt in jiu-jitsu. I like bodybuilder. I work out every day. This is help me in day to day. In my free time, I I like spending time with my family, my wife. I like to go out with my family, my wife in evening. That is it. This is a little bit about myself. Thank you, guys. About question number one, in small moments, I practice mindfulness. In moments this study, in moments in my work, I need more concentration in tasks. That is it, guys.
Nice. Thank you, Alexandre. Sometimes we need to reduce the noise, to work, to pay attention. And some noise maybe sometimes can be a problem, a trouble, when we are solve a problem, because we are not paid to just follow scripts, We are paid to solve problems, and we need to think very well, to do it. Nice. Go ahead, Fernando. It's our time. It's our first time with me or here on the
Y-
platform.
Yes, my friend. Yes, I mean, I'm first time with you, but here in Talk, I'm here being a month, maybe, like I started last month here.
Nice.
But
So please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about
yes,
your
yes, of
opinion about
course.
mindfulness.
Nice, nice. I'm Fernando. Nice to meet you guys. I'm live here in São Paulo, and I work with a business analyst for a company that development software. On the headquarters of this company is in Porto Alegre. It's oh, you live in Porto Alegre and work for a company here in São Paulo. I live here in São Paulo and I work remotely for a company that the headquarters in Porto Alegre. Nice. And I have been working with IT for many years, maybe 12 years that I have been working with IT. I'm a married and I have two daughters. In my free time, I like to spend a lot of time with my daughters for a play in a park, or sometimes we go to the shopping mall. It's a normal life. It's just this for about me and about the question, guy. I confess you, this word this word is new for me. This term is new for me because, oh my gosh, this year I don't have any time to think about my health life, and think about the mindfulness. But I know that I need to go to the gym or a hiking because it's I need to start a health life, guys. And I know, but oh my gosh, this year I decided to study English, and we had to figure out a lot of new things here in my job, in my studies, But it's this this word this term is mindfulness and health life. It's so necessary for us, for our for our life. It's necessary, but this topic today. It's alert is a very good, interesting topic today.
For sure, for sure. We live. I don't know you, but yeah, we live in big cities. In my
Yeah.
case, I'm from São Paulo, and we are
Mm-hmm.
all the time rushing, to solve a problem, to get more money, to get a new graduation, and sometimes we don't have time to slow down and be concentrated or have some kinds of focus in our in ourselves, like pay attention around you, or even enjoy more your family, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't stop to do it, you know.
Hmm.
And
Yes.
sometimes you need to have more this mindset, you know,
Yes.
the
This is
mindfulness.
yes.
Like
This is
you know, sometimes I was thinking now, you know, these days I stopped it. I don't know you, but sometimes when we are eating something, when you close the aisles and just think about that moment, you know, you can feel better the taste of the food, you know, that you are eating
great.
because you are having some kinds of mindfulness. So nice. Thank you, Fernando. And nice to
Thank
meet
you.
you. Hello, Diana. Welcome. Good evening. How are you doing?
Hi, good evening. Hi, Eduino. It's nice to see you again. I am Jana. I am 25 years old. I'm a Brazilian, and I was born and raised in the state of Bahia, in the northeast of Brazil. I'm a pedagogue, and sorry for the noise. It's because my cat is playing a little. And nowadays, I'm doing a master's degree in education, and I was exactly 1 week ago. I was coming back to Brazil because I was in the USA doing an exchange program in the University of Pennsylvania, but now I'm back again in Brazil. So this last 2 months was a little bit crazy because I was having the conclusion of my exchange program in the USA and I was having to do a lot of things, but now I'm here, I'm back, and I am finishing my master's degree. So Jesus help me. Oh, and by the way, I can't see the question, so could someone share this with me?
Yeah, just a moment.
Thank
So
you.
now we are answer the first one. So you have already introduced it yourself. And I'd like to know from you, what would you define mindfulness in your own words, just to summarize.
Well, what I like to do about this, I like to listen to some music, to some mantra music to try to relax a little bit. And I was doing this a lot in these last 2 months because I was a little bit anxious and I was having to do a lot of things. So I was trying to be more focused on myself and try to practice this mindfulness. And I also like to do meditation in the morning. When I wake up in the morning, I like to pray a little, to wish for a good day, to wish for good things happening in my day. And after pray a little, I like to do some meditation so I can feel myself better and more inside myself.
Very nice. Thank you, Jana. Um, so the last but not the least, Edilton. Go ahead, my friend. Tell us a
Yeah,
little bit more about yourself and your opinion about the question.
yeah. Good evening, people. My name is Adilton. I'm from Salvador, Bahia. I am 40 years old. Nowadays, I'm an IT student. I like to go to the beach. I like to study technologies. And I'm participating in Talk Talk since April last year. I like a lot of the process because I could meet a lot of good people here. And I'd like to thank you, Elton, to help us to achieve a new language, being a host. And I wish good luck for everyone here. Keep practicing, and one day all of us will achieve this fluency. Uh, Answering the question, I know mindfulness is a border name to meditation, uh, the ability to do the things completely in the present because we are people that simply overthink a lot and create this ability to do the thing and without distractions is an important ability nowadays. Sometimes I need to do some exercise about meditation, for example, deep breath, uh, focus in one thing, watch the sky, to simply stop the mind because I'm an overthinker person, and in some situations I simply start to think a lot of things, annoying music, situations from the past, and simply the mind go away, travel a lot. It's possible for me and any people create this ability to become focused and do the things.
Nice, Edilton. Thank you. Just to summarize, let me introduce myself. My name is Elton. I'm a guy from São Paulo. I've been working as a software developer. So, to be more specifically, I'm a Python developer. In my free time, I like to do outdoor activities. I like to be here, because here I can practice my English. I can create new connections. Sometimes I help the communities from São Paulo, you know, the Python communities, I mean, from São Paulo to organize some in-person events as well. And I like that moment because I can know a lot of guys. I love that. Yeah, that's enough, guys. Let me move on to the second question. Let me choose someone. Go ahead, Dilton. Read the next one for us.
Indeed. The second question: what are the main challenges people face when try to stay present in mind in today's fast-paced world? Yeah. The first of all, create this habit is not easy because we have a lot of habits to pay attention for every distraction. For example, if you is doing something and your smartphone is turned off, when the task is becoming annoying, you will simply get impulse to get the smartphone and travel in the internet, in the social networks. Or the example is simply swiping uh, items in AliExpress, Mercado Livre to try to buy something, fill the cart, and simply uh, forget them to pass the time. Unfortunately, we lost the ability to uh, be tedious or work with annoying situations, and it's important to us create this maturity to do the hard challenge and stay present. But it's necessary to create habits. Is a is a thing that you need to focus every single day. It's not easy, but uh, one day after other, you create them.
Yeah, good answer. I agree with you. We are all the time searching for pleasure. It can be scrolling down the social media or just watch TV series. All the time. It's like a circle, and we have a problem to stop that. To just do some house chore, listen our own thoughts. Like avoiding the music, avoiding the distractions. Sometimes I feel that I have that problem because when I'm washing the dishes, I want to I like to watch something, the while I'm doing that. When I am clean the house, I like to listen to music, or I stop every time to see my social medias, and I have this kind of feeling that I need a pleasure all the time. It is hard to stop that. Um, and you, Diana, what is your opinion?
Well, uh, I think that the main challenge could be do one thing at a time because in this capitalism society that we live nowadays, we have the necessity of doing many things at the same time. Me as a teacher of little kids, as a teacher, I need to do a lot of things at the same time. I need to pay attention at the kids. I need to write some things. I need to see what is happening in the classroom. So I need to do a lot of things at the same time. And unfortunately, I have this habit in my daily life, and this is really bad because this kind of behavior makes me a little bit anxious. So the main challenge, in my opinion, is do one thing at a time in today's daily life.
Yeah, good question. Today we think that we need to be multitask, you know, do a lot of things at the same time. Thank you, Gianna. And you, Fernando, what do you think, man? What are
Oh
the main
man,
challenges?
no man, I agree with Diana because nowadays we have a lot of things to do. For I have two children here in my house, and I need to help my wife to clean up my here my house and to do a lot of other things. For example, I need to help my little child to do your homework, and helping a lot of things here in my house, and before of my work, I need to study English and helping our my wife here in my house. I think it's the most challenge nowadays because there are a lot of things to do before after like, after our work, and I have to work all day long, and before this, a lot of things to do.
Yeah, I have the same feeling, you know.
Yes,
Today I work at the all day long, but after that we need to study, we
yes,
need to update. As an
yes,
IT guy, we need to learn a new tool, you know. We need to learn
yes,
a new framework, or enhance our knowledge in some concepts. We are all the time trying to be up to date. We are all the time
yes,
try to, we are pushing ourselves to be better, to follow the
mhm,
mark, to be a better professional. And we live in this kinds of pace nowadays, I don't know if it is good, but maybe we can have some troubles in the future. um and you, Alexandre, what do you think, man? What are the main challenges people face nowadays?
Guys, I think this main challenge to stay present and mindful is one people has focus and one task. For example, uh, in day to day in life, some peoples uh, don't has focus in one task. For example, some peoples living in automatic. Don't has one objective, one plan, this feature, for example, in work, in study. Uh, I think one objective is help a lot for people have more concentrated in life. Is that is help a lot. I think that is it, guys.
Nice. Thank you, Alexandre. And you, Iduino, what is your opinion?
Yeah, as I see, I think that the biggest challenge is constant distraction. This distraction can come from external source and inside of us. I think that we have many noises in our minds, like feelings about guilt, about anxiety, overthinking about the past, overthink about the future. These feelings don't allow us to practice mindfulness, to stay present, because we are overthinking about the past. We stay stuck in the past. It's very important to practice self-compassion and moving forward. Don't think more about the past nor about the future, and stay present. And yes, I think that is also hard to stay focused because we have our cell phone, for example, notifications. They can influence to our distraction. And for example, when we see our to-do list with different tasks, maybe we feel more anxious, and it's really hard to stay focused. And you mentioned before, Elton, about multitasking. Yes, many people are always multitasking. When you are in this mode, it's really hard to stay focused and stay present because your attention is split, you know. Another challenge actually is a pressure to stay productive. I think that's our society has this pressure. I feel like you need to stay productive all the time today, but it's not true. I think that sometimes we need to take a time for rest, to slow down. Slow down is important. Sometimes I feel like when I am slowed down, I feel like I'm waste a time. But no, it's very important. Slow down. Even it's very essential for mental health. Yes.
Yeah, that my I have that thought, about that. Like we live under pressure today. Like we have the pressure that we need to have to be successful. To have success, and we need to be um as good as someone that we watch on YouTube, like some professional, some reference for us, and sometimes we forgot that we are just a human being, and we need to build, we need to have like baby steps, like little by little, we will achieve our goals, Nice. Thank you, Eduino. And go ahead, Jean. Read for us the next one, the number three.
Um, can you describe a situation where you noticed yourself acting on autopilot without fully being aware of your thoughts or emotions? How did that affect you? Actually, I was passing through a situation like this last week and in the other past 2 weeks because I was organizing my things to come back to Brazil. And actually, I didn't wanted to finish my days in the USA at this very moment because I wanted to keep in the university. I wanted to keep with my relationships that I built in the USA. So I was a little upset to come back to Brazil. Even I was feeling uh I was missing my family, I was missing my friends, and I was organizing my things in autopilot because I didn't want to process the emotions of finish that exchange program. So I was just organizing my things, but I wasn't thinking about the process and my feelings. And how did that affect you? Well, when I am in the autopilot, I feel that I am a little aware of myself. I am not really inside myself, and this is really strange. And I don't have an answer about what I did. I just wait until this moment pass.
Yeah, good answer. I believe that sometimes we are all passing something like that, In my case, sometimes I had the feeling that, oh, the week is passing very quickly, And when we realize it, it is weekend on you are on weekend, and you are starting a new week, and you live in some kind of cycle, you know. And sometimes you are not living for you, but sometimes you are living for work because it is like when we introduce ourselves. Sometimes we forgot to say who we are, like uh, our personal side, and we like to say more about our professional side, guys. And you, Fernando, what do you think? What is your opinion about the question?
Oh, guy, I think in my opinion, I need is a slow down, as I said, do it because I think nowadays I in a autopilot because my routine is a little bit automatic because I need to start my day here, my work, and I need to at the lunch I need to prepare my daughter for take at the school, and before of this I need to I study English every day this year. I feel a little bit in a autopilot nowadays because it's little things to do and children for for that I take for anything else, But I think it's necessary to slow down, as I doing said, for me. But it's necessary, because I live in a big city here in São Paulo, and the traffic is terrible, that the public transportation is difficult for us. And now, before this class, I went to take out my oldest daughter at the vol. She was playing volleyball, and I need to take take out my daughter, and because of this I passed for a traffic. The traffic here in my neighborhood is terrible. It's so difficult to live in here in a big city.
Yeah, the same here, we have a
Yeah.
terrible traffic jam every
Oh,
day
yes.
nowadays.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
That's terrible. Thank you, Fernando.
Nice.
Um, and you, Edilton, tell us.
Yeah, yeah. For me, one thing that is simply I lost my mind and I act in autopilot when I you buy something in application like AliExpress. For example, we will have a promotion in the end of month. And simply when I receive a message about that, I will fill my cart and buy a lot of things. But sometimes I realize that I simply bought an item only about because the promotion, no, not is because I need to have this item. So now I will be more conscious about that because I don't, if I will continue to do that, I will be a consumist people person. I will not create a balance about my life, and I will fill my house about unnecessary items. So it's necessary be minimalist because today we can enjoy more when you have less things to uh, use in these days.
Yeah, I agree with you. And soon we will have the Black Friday, and they bring us a lot of insights to buy. Nice, good sites, Edilton. Go ahead, Alexandre. Tell us.
Yes. About question number three. Sorry,
Yes,
guys. I lost in in Imersão.
don't worry. Have you
Uh,
already noticed yourself? acting on autopilot?
Yes, yes. A moment in my life, and some years behind, I live in a moment in autopilot because in moment I don't have objective in my life. I have a good work, family okay, life okay, but I feel bad in moment because for me, guys, I need have objective in my life, in work, in career, study, in my health, but I need this. In moment, I don't have one objective. I live in autopilot. That's it, guys. That's it. Mhm.
Nice. Yeah, we need to have a purpose, you know. We don't we can't live without that. Like, oh, I don't have a goal, I don't have an object, you know. So without that, I believe that we lose the purpose for life, for work, or whatever we want, you know. Nice. Thank you, Alexandre. By the way, go ahead, Alexandre. Read the number 4 for us.
Okay. Mm. How can mindfulness hello messages stress, anxiety, or negative emotions? Have you experienced these benefits? Guys, I I experience it in my day to day because I practice a little mindfulness in my work, in my workout, and every day in my study. I think yes, is that's it.
Yeah, yeah. Now, the same here. I mean, you know, like sometimes in the past, I mean, I I overthink a lot sometimes, guys, and you know, I am all the time following or pursuing a new goal, you know, and sometimes you forgot to enjoy the things that you have already activated, you know, you have already earned, or you know, something that you really uh, you really heavy, you know, like oh my gosh, I forgot the word now, but anyway, and you know, sometimes you need to stop and have some reflection about your past, about how who you were, you know, like 6 months ago, and maybe create or make some comparison, you know, because sometimes you are, oh my gosh, how can I say that, guys? My English is not good today. Anyway, guys, I believe that you have understand my point of view. Go ahead, Gianna. Tell us your opinion about the question.
Well, I think that mindfulness can help us to manage this kind of feelings because when we try to be more focused in ourselves, we can listen better to our unconsciousness voice. We can try to discover the way that we can solve the problems or solve the things in a better and more intelligent way. And an example of this was my last month in the USA because I was really anxious about my master's degree, about my presentation because I needed to prepare a full presentation in English for professors and some students, and I was really nervous about this situation. And I was really anxious and I was thinking about going back to Brazil, about getting a new job, about my presentation in English, and I was overthinking about a lot of things. And doing meditation, listen to some mantra music helped me a lot to achieve more mindfulness because I was more able to try to connect myself with myself. So this was really helpful because if I didn't have this done this kind of things, I think that I was a little crazy right now.
Yeah, I like to say that we created our monsters, our barriers in our mind. And you, Eduino, what is your opinion, man?
Yeah, I'm totally agree. I think that's mindfulness is very helpful. Help us to create space between our emotions and reaction. I think that's our feelings like anxiety, negative emotions is like nourish a plant. When we nourish a plant, the plants will grow. When we overthinking about the same problem, same feelings, we are feeding the anxiety. We need to stop, we pause, observe our thoughts, and yeah, take a deep breath and stay present, stay busy, stay working. It's helped me to calm down faster. But it doesn't mean that's the problem that does not exist. It doesn't mean we are erase the problem, but give us more clearly about the problem. Help us to move forward to the next step, even stuck at the same point. Yeah.
Nice. Thank you, Eduino. And you, Fernando? Have you already
Well,
answered that or
about
not?
answers, no, it's, I think when you have both, the mindfulness can can help you to to do. I imagine that that was Diana happened when she she said that the have the has to presentation in English, because it's so difficult to do for to do this in Portuguese, imagine in English. This month I started. This last month I started to apply for a job in English, and I know that it was so difficult to explain about my our experience, for my career in English. It's difficult to explain about your weakness and a lot of things in Portuguese is difficult, But if you have a goal, the mindfulness, I think in this case can will help you, or in this case, because it's difficult to do in Portuguese in English. Oh my gosh, yeah, I imagine it. If I can to have a presentation in my job, for example, in English, or for a presentation, a degree, I think it's so difficult, but the mindful in this case, I mindful in this case, I think it will help us for for to to make a more consultation,
Yeah. Sometimes we need to respect our own peace, and
Yes.
be aware that we are able to do whatever we
Hmm.
want,
Yes.
you know.
Like,
Nice, Fernando. Fernando, read the next one for us. Go ahead.
yeah, number five, Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
did
can
not
be, or you can
respond.
choose.
Yes,
I did not answer.
it's you.
Oh, sorry, my friend.
Okay,
Yes, yes.
okay.
Go
Let's go.
ahead.
I will answer.
Sorry.
No
Fourth
problem.
question. In my case, mindfulness is useful because I can stop my thoughts a little and concentrate myself to relax my body. And I am practicing using an app called Prana Breath. I will put in the chat the link for Android. This is very good because we have several types of exercise. For example, one to stop the thoughts, other to relax your mind. There's several types of exercise, and you can test them and evaluate how is the best for you. I put the link. These are very good to use, and I do recommend for everyone. Next
Nice.
question.
Thank you. Go ahead, Fernando. Maybe you can read the last one, the last question.
Okay. The last question, number 10.
Yeah, please.
Okay. If you wanted to start the mindfulness routine, what small steps would you take to make it sustainable and effective over time? Oh my gosh. I think I like to listen to music, and if I need to introducing my routine for helping me having a more attention on my mindfulness in my routine. I think it's I will introduce a music because I like to listen to music, but I don't have any time, like for for just to relax, for mm, spend time with myself, you know.
Yeah, good point. Sometimes you need to know better yourself as well,
Mm-hmm.
what
Mm-hmm.
you really want, what you really like to do, and
Yes,
maybe create a routine to have some kinds of self knowledge or self development or something like
yes,
that.
yes.
Nice.
I like to watch a series, but I don't have time. For example, I think it's a good way
And,
for this.
and I have a thought, sometimes we need to procrastinate a little bit.
Yes, yes, yes,
Everything
necessary.
okay. We don't need to get so hard with ourselves. And you, Diana, what is your opinion?
Well, I totally agree with Fernando, and I also can say that could be interesting try to do one thing at a time. Even nowadays it's almost impossible always do one thing at a time, but when we have the chance, the opportunity, I think could be interesting to do one thing at a time.
Nice. Good one. Thank you, Diana. And you, Iduino, what is your opinion?
Yeah, it's really difficult to create new habits, but I think that I would like to start simple, maybe just 5 minutes of breathing in the morning. Set reminders in my phone, in my cell phone, with small breaks during my day, like a break to drink some coffee, and I can enjoy this time for take this time for practice mindfulness, like stretching and uh, connect new habits with the habits that you already do. For example, practicing mindfulness before starting my work, for example. It helps us to establish this habit. Uh, in the end, and if I, during along the way, it will become part of my routine naturally when we connect new habits with old habits. Yeah.
Nice. Thank you, Iduino. And you, Alexandre, what is your tip?
I think start new habits is always hard. But I try start in small moments every day and create these habits, introducing my routine, small moments every day. That's it.
Yeah, good one. Sometimes we want radical change, and at the end, it is easier to give up, because you are try something really hard. Thank you, Alexandre. And you, Edilton?
Okay, okay. To me, start a mindfulness routine. This is a method is start them when you wake up because you can take 5 minutes to do exercise breath, and after that in your routine be, before you sleep in the bed you can try new exercise to relax, or sometimes when you take some time you do the same exercise